Good morning, children. Can you see me? Yeah. And how can you see me? That is, what is a basic source of energy which makes you to see me? We know light is an energy which enables us to see an object. We know the basic natural source of light is sun. In the daytime, we can see all the objects by using sunlight. And of course we know that if we stand out under sun, then we can form a shadow behind us. The formation of shadow is only because the sunlight travels in a straight line. As the sunlight travels in a straight line, it can be obstacled by our body and the sunlight will not travel towards back of us. As the sunlight is not traveling back of us, we are forming a black shadow behind it. With this activity, we can say that light travels in a straight line. This property of a light is called a rectilinear propagation of a light. So we know that light travels in a straight line by this activity. So is light only travels in a straight line? Is there a possibility of changing the direction of a light? So the direction of a light can be changed, what you have learnt in the first chapter. So you have learnt about reflection. So what is reflection? Reflection is a light, when a light bounces, when a light incidents on a smooth surface, it bounces back. The bouncing back of a light ray when it incidents on a smooth surface is called reflection. When light incidents on a smooth surface, it's changing its direction. And here we have discussed that there are different properties where the light takes when it is reflecting, like loss of reflection and reflection by a plane surface, reflection by a curved surface. That what you have already learnt in the first chapter. And here, is it only that one case that light changes its direction? No, the light can also change its direction by another property, that the light bends when it travels from one medium to another medium. So this property of a light, when the light travels from one medium to other medium, it bends. The bending of a light ray when it's traveling from one medium to another medium is called refraction. So here we already discussed about refraction in the previous class, in ninth class. In ninth class you have discussed about the basic content of the refraction. So here let us introduce little. When the light travels from one medium to another medium, when the light changes the medium, when it travels from one medium to another medium, then definitely you can see that instead of traveling straight, let us take an assumption of this is a one medium, like air is another one medium and water is an other medium. So air is one medium, water is one medium. If the light is traveling from air to water, if the light is traveling from air to water, instead of traveling like this, that is, it's a rectilinear propagation property, that light travels in a straight line. But instead of traveling like this straight, it bends. This bending of a light ray, so here at the point of interface, the light is changing its direction. So this changing in the direction of a light ray when it is traveling from one medium to another medium, this is called refraction. And in your previous class, in your ninth class, you have discussed about a refraction by a plane surface like this. When the light is traveling from air to water by a plane surface, that how what are the rules and regulations, what are the properties of these, and how we can utilize, where we have observed, where we will observe this in a daily life. That all which we have discussed in your ninth class. So here today we will discuss about refraction by curved surface. So refraction by a curved surface. So basically we know difference between a plane surface and a curved surface. So we know that we have two types of curved surfaces, convex surface and a concave surface. So we will further will know that what is convex, what is concave, how to differentiate that and all. But before that, here we will basically know that what happens, that what's the basic difference of the image when it is by a plane surface or by a curved surface. That is, if it is refracted by a plane or refracted by a curve, what is the basic differences? What's the basic differences in this refraction by a plane surface and refraction by a curved surface? To know about these, we will perform a small activity.
So we will take a glass tumbler, a transparent glass tumbler. By that, I can see the object through it, and we will take a paper with drawing an arrow. So you can see a size of an arrow, and let us see through this glass tumbler. So you can see here clearly the size of arrow appears little smaller, which shows the size of arrow has decreased in the form of image. So the size of image and size of object are not equal, so we get a diminished image. So let us see the same thing you observe continuously. So let us add little more. So what change you have found? So you have found that the arrow was towards right, but now it is appearing towards left. If you want, you can see it's towards right and appearing towards left. In the activity, we have seen the light is traveling through glass, and in the second case it is traveling through water. So let us see how actually light is refracting through it. So if I am seeing from the top, then the glass appears like this. Now in first case, this glass was empty, there was no water, only air present, and we placed a paper drawing arrow on it. The light is traveling through this, and as it is a curved surface and its glass, slightly it bends, and here also slightly it bends and travels, and further again it bends little more, and here we are forming image. So the size of image is smaller than the size of object. So as we have a curved surface and we have empty air and very thin glass present, so by that just it is diminishing, it is decreasing the size of the object, size of the object as an image. But in second case, we took second case that the same glass was filled with water. So now this glass was containing water, so this total water. So then I can say, as the glass is thin, if I ignore it, the total light should travel through the through the complete water present in the glass, and then it should come out through this both curved surfaces. So this is the arrow what it was present. First it will travel in this way, and then it will converge. As this is a curved surface, we described when it is curved, it will it will converge, it will change its direction in refraction. So here it will bend, and here also it will bend, and further here we have seen it is again bending in the other direction. So I will get image like this. If you take this image, sometimes if this bends little lesser, then it will be enlarged image. But here the arrow, the light coming from the top of the arrow is coming to the bottom, and the light coming from the bottom of the arrow is coming towards the top. Therefore, I can see when we filled complete water in the glass, the arrow was appearing in other direction, that is the direction of arrow is changing. So this is the reason that why it is changing. So this happens only in refraction in a curved surface. Thank you.